The ZANU-PF factional dynamics keeps on taking diverse, actually turns. I mean, at one point you would think that Tungwarara and Tagwirei, they are together, as well as Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa. But this week, there was some form of confusion, and there is still, in fact, confusion. And I'm wondering, is Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa now throwing under the bus his ally Gudawashe Tagwirei for Tungwarara, or these people are playing the people of Zimbabwe? I mean, to give an impression that they may be infighting within the camp of Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa, just to divert the attention of the people. One wonders, or to keep themselves on headlines, but still that would not be a good actually plan, because it causes havoc. Any slim confusion can escalate into something big. Greetings and welcome to your lovely channel, the Tlonipani Global News. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button, so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. So, yesterday in the morning, we saw a letter circulated that was written by Mnyaratsi Machacha, the ZANU-PF National Comesa, and we know that it is Gudawashe Tagwirei who influenced him to do so. And also we saw Patrick Chinamasa twerking in support of Mnyaratsi Machacha. But caption this: today, Tungwarara was actually in Chipinga. And guess what? He said he was sent by Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa, and he was the guest of honor in Chipinga. And he made several contributions there in Chipinga today, in contrary with what Mnyaratsi Machacha wrote, and also what we heard Chris Mutswangwa speaking yesterday is in contrary with what Mnyaratsi Machacha spoke. Are they targeting Mnyaratsi Machacha? What is happening? You know, there is a lot. Now, caption this: Tungwarara was in Chipinga today as the guest of honor at the Presidential Constituency Empowerment Fund disbursement event. Now, during his speech, he said that President Mnangagwa had sent him to distribute 25,000 in cash to each of 4 constituencies in Chipinga district. He also announced that the president had provided 1,000 bicycles, US $50 for each village chairperson, and more than 1,600 bags of 10 kg maize seed. In addition, the presidential borehole drilling program will begin immediately. In response to his unsuccessful bid to be co-opted into the ZANU-PF Central Committee, Tungwarara said people should learn from the country's leadership. He emphasized that unity as shown by President Mnangagwa and his 2 vice presidents will help take Chipinga and Manicaland forward. So, now look at the money that was spent by Tungwarara. Mnyaratsi Machacha says he should stop the distribution of money, but the distribution of money is still continuing. He was the guest of honor. Now get this, in ZANU-PF, someone cannot do this on his own. And I must emphasize that he could not do this without the blessing of the bedroom of Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa. You cannot convene a meeting if Mnangagwa was not aware. Otherwise, he would be in serious trouble. I think we need to be following this story. But I don't think they can be doing this to play the people of Zimbabwe. And for what? All for what at the end of the day? I know Zimbabweans overthink things, but there is something fishy here. Is Emerson Tambuzo Mnangagwa trying to punish Gudawashe Tagwirei? All of a sudden, Gudawashe Tagwirei's activities, we don't see them more. And also, if you look at it must be something. You know, Barakashi, they are the most confused lot. All of a sudden, today they are busy with Tungwarara. But they are not saying anything negative about Gudawashe Tagwirei. Maybe Emerson Tambuzo Mnangagwa realized that Tagwirei was taking his ambitions to succeed him more seriously, and he's just trying to actually create a conflict between him and Tungwarara. So that in the meantime, Tagwirei's speed is a little bit, because I've said it, that Mnangagwa cannot hand over power to Tungwarara. He cannot equally hand over power to Tagwirei. They should learn from what Mnangagwa is doing to retired General Chipinga. He would never change to any other person. They were so close with retired General Chipinga. That is why retired General Chipinga sacrificed for Emerson Tambuzo Mnangagwa to be the president when he was reduced into a non-entity, fired from ZANU-PF, and became one of the illegal immigrants in South Africa. Retired General Chipinga made the point that he resuscitated the man. But the man does, there is absolutely no doubt that he doesn't want him near to succession race. He would actually prefer another person. And that is why there is a rift between the two in ZANU-PF at the moment as we speak. So it's quite complex. What exactly is the bedroom of Mnangagwa's plans regarding Tungwarara and Emerson and actually Gudawashe Tagwirei? There is absolutely clarity that these two do not see eye to eye these days. Tagwirei successfully put it outside in the public domain that Tungwarara has been actually temporarily, his co-option was rejected. But what was said by Chris Mutswangwa later on to say, no, it's yet to be decided by the Politburo, it means it threw under the bus Nyarati Machacha's earlier communication. What is happening? There is a serious problem in terms of communication in ZANU-PF, largely because of entrenched factionalism. ZANU-PF is in disarray, serious disorder. The other leader says something else, and then the other leader comes and buries what the other leader would have said. So listening to Chris Mutswangwa, who communicated, and this was actually posted on all social media accounts of ZANU-PF, he handled Gudawashe Tagwirei in a very and Chris Mutswangwa, it's quite clear he doesn't like Gudawashe Tagwirei. Every time, and look at this, if whatever has been said by Chris Mutswangwa about Gudawashe Tagwirei, Mnangagwa disapproved it, he would have quickly taken care of actually of this fellow. He would have actually dealt with Chris Mutswangwa long time ago, but he chooses to keep him, which means he's the one who is sending him. In my view, I'm thinking Mnangagwa is using Chris Mutswangwa, he's using Gudawashe Tagwirei, he's equally also using Tungwarara. And all of them, they cannot see that he is actually putting them against each other. And they have no choice, even if they see it and they notice it, of which it is becoming evident that they are being used. Of course, they are promised heaven and earth politically, but that heaven and earth would not be delivered. Any achievement that I am certain they can achieve out of their association with Emerson Mnangagwa, it will be maybe to be a minister, not to be a president or nearer to vice president. Because the person that I'm sure is close to the vice presidency, it is none other than retired Valerio Spanda. That person is close to the vice presidency. There is no way Mnangagwa would risk actually undermining the military arrangement to such an extent, in my view. And there is no way the military will allow him to do so. I don't care about what he's currently doing at the moment to the military. Remember, war veterans have actually spoken loudly. They need to retire General Chipinga, war veterans. And he's just controlling very, very few insignificant war veterans. Thank you very much for watching us. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. You can financially support this channel by the join button and be part of our members who are the heartbeat of this channel. You can equally do so by pressing the thanks button and send us stars. Okay, Umhlabane is signing out.